We did it, ladies and gents. We made progress. Just last week, I made a couple of videos highlighting some problematic graphic settings in Arma Reforger, mainly the foliage and distant shadows. And seemingly from these videos, a lot of debate has been drummed up within the community through video comments and on Reddit. To my surprise, even getting a response from a Reforger developer to say that they've discussed it and they'll be revisiting the topic of the game's options and how to balance them in the near future. So hopefully we see something come up soon. An absolute huge win. So thank you everybody for chatting, debating, sharing reviews. It's been awesome seeing all the comments, even people disagreeing and stuff like that. It's been nice to see other people's points of view and what they think the game could do to improve it. Now, if you're like me and can't wait until Bohemia gets something implemented, I have fantastic news. The popular servers WCS, worst case scenario, have now written some code for a mod on their servers that lock distant shadows to low and grass foliage to a minimum of medium. They were already currently running 150 meters minimum grass from the game's default setting options. The server admins were kind enough to give me Game Master for a day so I could go and do some spectating to really highlight how game-changing these settings have made PvP on their servers. If you want to experience this, all 16 WCS servers have these settings now enabled across all the different modes and maps that they're currently running. Now, it was really cool just watching some of these situations go down and fully knowing that everybody is seeing the same level of foliage and shadows. It just feels different in every scenario that I watched. It's awesome. Right, let's go take a look. First up, just from watching, I was able to notice a lot more people were able to use tree lines a lot more effectively. These troops were doing some damage from a tree line here, even in rainy conditions. The difference is still noticeable. Being able to see all the way through tree lines without the shadows was definitely a game changer, even without the sun beating down and making the shadows more prominent. Next up, we got this guy, Diesel. He was putting some shots on an outpost, and you can see he's struggling to get his hits. The other guys that are able to take cover in the grass were able to easily hide from his fire. You can see this is what it would have looked like beforehand if you were using the lowest settings. So it would have been super easy to pick people off in fields like this. So having everybody on medium has definitely made a difference in situations like this. And you can see these guys are able to take cover in the grass, reposition slightly, pop up and take out their target. Next up, we have the same position being attacked from the east side, and this just goes to show that it works both ways. This Russian soldier here has managed to get some high ground looking down into the field, and the guys that are in the field this time have to scope through all of the foliage to try and get eyes on their shooter, so it works both ways. The foliage definitely works for some positions and makes it harder in others, so this guy was able to take out soldiers pretty effectively. This machine gunner here was able to put some fire onto a NATO helicopter, and a few soldiers came out looking for him after throwing some suppressive rounds towards in his direction, but they didn't have any luck finding him. He was able to use the grass to his advantage, crawl around in the field over there, and there was 2 or 3 soldiers looking for him, and they were unable to spot him. It really goes to show what a subtle difference just having grass like this can make for camouflage and concealment. This you can see a US soldier even getting pretty close here, and then the machine gunner is able to stand up, find his target, and pick him off before going prone once more. Our very same machine gunner here was able to prone all the way up to the edge of the road, which normally, without the foliage, I would say would normally be a bad idea, because like with the contrast between the grass road, the dirt road and the grass would definitely be huge. But you can see here, even with the grass enabled, you're pretty well hidden down there. It's pretty hard. You blend in quite nicely. With the old settings, you would have stuck out like a sore thumb. So this is definitely just another situation of where the grass has come in handy for this machine gunner. And then moves to the other side of the map, and we've got a US squad approaching an industrial plant here, and one of the soldiers there, Spooky, decided to use the wheat field to his advantage and prone through to get a different approach to the rest of his squad. And if I want to imagine what it would be like if you were defending this location from this position, and what a difference it would make on the old settings between the grass and the shadows in the tree line. You would have spotted that whole squad coming from a mile away, and Spooky there in the grass would not have a chance in trying to stealthily approach. But because the settings are now enforced on these servers, Spooky is able to prone his way all the way into the industrial plant without being spotted. Now, this clip has nothing to do with the foliage or the shadows or anything like that. I just thought it was hilarious, right? I don't get to spectate live games like this very much, and I thought this was absolutely hilarious. We've got a Russian soldier here that's full center onto a NATO objective. What he doesn't know is there are 3 US soldiers at the arsenal sorting out their loadouts on the front line, which is hilarious. So this US guys have no idea that a Russian soldier has pulled up to the point and is stood right next to them. What's even better is the Russian soldier equally has not noticed them at all. This is I was watching in disbelief that this soldier hadn't spotted them. It's so funny. You can see here he's even got a friendly guy coming over to join him on the attack, probably thinking it's all clear, even jumping to notify that he's friendly. Probably not realizing that there's 3 soldiers on the other side of that tent. Now, I say this has nothing to do with the foliage, but I reckon that guy in the blue camo there would have spotted that guy prone without any clothes on if his grass settings were lower. Alright, that's all for the graphic settings and stuff like that, guys. So if you want to, yeah, like I said, if you want to jump on and get an idea of what it's like to be on equal settings to everybody, check out the WCS servers. I'm going to leave you with some gameplay from a match I was playing in the other day, where we were suspicious that the enemy team had a command unit to the west of our location, because we were getting there was small infantry numbers that just kept drip feeding into this location. And their spawn point was much further up northeast, so we were pushing out to the west side to see what we could find and confront these Russian soldiers that were pushing us. So hope you guys enjoy. If you like this video, then please let me know in the comments below, and have a great rest of your day. Peace. I think I got him.
Duncan, you got 2 on the rocks behind you. Can you just confirm they're dead?
Guys, I replaced the MCU marker.
He came from this direction.
Position to place the MCU. I'm moving there. Check it out. You can hear a lot of gunshots coming from that direction.
That Bradley is fucking them up. Come on, let's all push. Stop attacking.
Go down the road, down the road.
Push.
There is actually a NATO inside Russia's main base, by the way.
I'm dealing with it.
Hide, can you get out of the main base, buddy? You're not supposed to be there. Kill yourself and then spawn again at the main base. You're not supposed to be there.
Break. I can hear gunshots east of my position.
Enemies on the ship? Or no?
I think the enemy command truck isn't too late, to be honest.
He's up on the right side. Pop a smoke if you got him.
Oh, boys, you've got enemies near the wooden bridge that goes onto the ship.
Alright.
We have a shooter north-northeast up.
How do you open the biped? It's the default. Are you on PC?
Nice job, nice job. Where the fuck are they coming from? They must have a truck around there somewhere.
Yeah, they were on the stone in front of us, coming from there, that direction. Up on the mountain again.
Yeah, I got hit bad.
I got a medikit on me.
Good shots. One more to the left side. Left side, left side.